at this particular time in the history of the human species, we are challenging our own existence. And if we don't cooperate and we don't work together, because this is a global problem and it requires global solution. And what I see going on around the world today is not a global solution whatsoever. They're still in the idea of colonization. So it's relevant today, the stand that's being made out there in Standing Rock by the indigenous people who are in defense of the earth. Our philosophy has always been cooperate with the earth and to recognize its authorities and its powers and address ourselves and adjust ourselves to that reality. Our brothers from across the water who have been here for a while now have approached it differently. They want to subdue, they want to control, and in that process have brought us to this point where the entire species, the human species, is in jeopardy. But the genocide that took place here is a serious history. It has not been addressed or discussed by the United States since their whole process. And that's what's lacking here. And what I would say, the most amazing outcome of thinking like that is taking place right now in the Dakotas, where indigenous people, the original people, are being arrested for trespassing. Now, how can that be? Here is the oppressor, here is the migrant, here is the colonizer exercising a law and making the original people trespassing on their own land. I mean, it's just an amazing event, and there it is for everyone to see, but no one questions it, except we, the original people, indigenous people. So how can you do that? How can you be arresting the original people for trespassing? How can you be desecrating the graves out there, bulldozing the graves, and charge the people, the original people, with trespassing on their own land? How can that be? The history of this country is that. That history is not in your history books here. It's not taught. It's not, the American people are ignorant of their own history, and very deliberately, because it's still going on. The whole purpose of the pipeline is to extract very, very, very bad carbon, which is what's causing the greenhouse effect. There's no concern for the future in the direction of leadership today in the world. There's no concern. No one talks about the seventh generation as our leaders, the Haudenosaunee, were instructed over 1,000 years ago. Instructions remain. They're good instructions. Think not of yourself. Talking to the leaders, think not of yourself, nor of your family, nor even your generation. Make your decisions on behalf of the generations coming. I mean, that's wise advice, but completely ignored today. So, common sense is lacking. Dollars and cents are prevailing. That's simply put.